Hello again, everybody. Dr. Glenn with Infinite Wellness. Another question and answer series for you. Thanks, you everybody. I want to go ahead and give you a thank you real quick on this video for all the other videos that we've put up and you've been watching. We appreciate you a great deal. Please subscribe to our channel. We're coming out with even more information, and more than anything, please ask us questions. Anything you'd like to know about that pertains to your health, please feel free to ask. If we don't know, we'll tell you. And if we do know, we'll give you another video.
All right, so today's is I want to do a cleanse to help reset my digestive system, and there are tons online. Do you have one you recommend?
Yes, that's a great question, and I get asked this quite often. In fact, I get lots of people who come in and tell me they want to do a cleanse, but the biggest complaint that I'm finding is that, one, they take too long, because many of these are done on 30 days or 3 months or even longer, and then cost. Cost is a big one. And honestly, with a cleanse, we don't need a lot of cost. Cleanses are fairly simple to do without even using alternative products. We hear lots of things that get incorporated when we talk about cleanse. So people start talking about digestive cleansing and liver cleansing and et cetera, et cetera. It goes on and on. The list will go all the way up into the new fad now is parasites. Everybody wants to get rid of all the parasites in them. Okay, well, without getting into too much physiology and what actually needs to be cleaned out of you and what specific things you need to take to clean those things out of you, let's go back to good old-fashioned generics. A generic cleanse is probably one of the best things that you can do. You do not require products for this. This is what we recommend our patients begin with. And if you wish to get more advanced than this, or you wish to do something that uses a certain product to try to accompany this, you may add it to it, as long as it doesn't break you outside of the parameters of what a true cleanse is. So for us, the cleanse that I give all of my patients is only a week in duration. It is very simple to do. It's just hard to adhere to. Any cleanse is going to be hard to adhere to if it's a true cleanse, because we're trying to clean you out. So we want to focus on predominantly things that are fibrous in nature or healthy oil in nature, that scrape and rake the intestines in particular, because we're cleaning out the gut first, to try to eliminate all of the stuff that's there that's decreasing our absorption, creating bacterial problems, giving us issues of any type, where other organs and everything now are backed up as well. So we begin with the gut. And to do that cleanse, the easiest way to do this is just to eliminate a lot of the things that we have on a daily basis going into us that stop the body from being raked free, raked through our intestines of all of those things that are there that are stuck that need to go away. We'll call it stuck poo. You'll hear that term used occasionally for other things, but stuck poo. So the cleanse is only a 7-day cleanse. It's set up and it's easy. You're certainly welcome to talk to us again about this if you want more information or you have questions on what things can be incorporated or not. But the basis of it is very, very simple. The cleanse lasts for 7 days. From days 1 through 6, you may only drink water, no other fluid of any kind. Do not flavor your water. Do not get sugar substitutes. Just water. Good old-fashioned water. You may filter it. You don't have to have tap water. You filter your water, but just pure water. And then those first 6 days, you may eat any of these 3 types of foods. Only these 3 types of foods. If it can be incorporated into this, you may eat it. Fruit, nut, or vegetable. And you may eat any of those. There are no restrictions as to what type of, or what kind of fruit, what kind of vegetable, what kind of nuts I can have. Now, obviously, we don't want to massively overload on peanuts or something of that nature, but we're looking to just kind of diversify. Lots of fruits, lots of nuts, lots of vegetables. Do these fruits and vegetables need to be in a certain form? Yes. I prefer them to be fresh, obviously. We like fresh stuff. But what we don't want are seasoned products. So your nuts need to be unseasoned, unsalted. Your vegetables need to not be canned. They can be fresh or frozen. Same with your fruits. We don't want things that are stored in cans because lots of preservatives go into those. Most preservatives are sugars and salts. So we're trying to eliminate those products from our diet during this time. There is to be no caffeine, no dairy, no alcohol, no meat, basically anything, no bread forms of any kind, because we're trying to literally rake the intestines. And the 3 things that do that are your vegetables, which are very fibrous, your fruits. In particular, we want to eat lots of ones with skins on them if we can, so things like apples and pears and grapes. anything that's got a cherries, anything that has an outer skin, and then all of our nuts. Any of your nuts are pretty much a good thing. They're going to bring in some of the healthier fats and oils that you need during the 7 days. The 7th day, if at all possible, and I usually fail on this one, I won't lie, is to be just a water fast that day. So 6 days of fruit, nut, vegetable, and water. Day 7, just water. Try to make that a day where you know you don't have to do a lot. So when that ending day comes, you want that. I try to make it a Sunday for me so that I can rest, not do a lot. I don't schedule work for that day because you're going to be a little tired, you're going to be fatigued, and you're going to be hungry. So I try to make it on a Sunday and then just go as long as you can. I've never actually made it the full 7th day, all the way through 24 hours to the next morning. Usually I crash about 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, and then I'll just grab a little something like an apple or some nuts to get me through so I can go to bed because I'm that hungry. Not a crisis if you don't make it through the last day of the pure water fast. That's okay. But shoot for not eating anything outside of your parameters if you do have to have a little. But technically, if you can get through it, the 7th day is a fast.
Can I cook any of my vegetables?
Absolutely. In fact, I encourage you to cook your vegetables. They're better for you. There's actually more nutrition that you get in vegetables when they're cooked than as if they're raw. Now, raw is great roughage. It will rake the intestines, but you won't get as much vitamin resource out of it that you would if you cooked your vegetables. So yes, you may cook them. Now, cooked vegetables, real quick on that. Try not to cook them with anything you know you're not supposed to have. Obviously, I'm a big fan when I make sauteed vegetables in a pan and cook them. I use butter. I can't use butter this week. That week you may use oils though. Certain oils that are made from vegetables in particular. Healthy vegetables, extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil. These things are all fine. You may cook your vegetables in those. So yes, cooking your vegetables is absolutely fine for this. In fact, I encourage it. I'm a big fan. I like to make hot dinners. So oftentimes I will make mashed potatoes. Now, they're not my good mashed potatoes with milk and butter and salt and all the fun stuff that goes in, sour cream, but they are still cooked and whipped potatoes with a little bit of olive oil, some fresh oregano, things of that nature, even some chopped and diced, sauteed in olive oil garlic. So I make a garlic mashed potato as a base, and then I'll saute vegetables and put it on top of that. So things like zucchinis and carrots, anything you enjoy. Onions, big fan, love onions.
Can I season any of my vegetables when I'm cooking them?
Preferably not. It's going to be different to season your vegetables. You may use other things like natural spices to season your vegetables. Again, I'm a big fan of garlic. So when I saute, I usually saute onions and I saute garlic with them. So there's some of my seasoning. I can use herbs as well. So I can use certain just dried herbs or fresh herbs, but preferably single herbs, not Mrs. Dash, not Tony's or, Creole seasoning, things like that. We want to avoid anything that would be a highly processed, highly preserved, salted type of seasoning. Those you cannot have.
Can I do my cleanse for less than 7 days?
Technically, no. It's not that you can't do it for less than that. It's just the effectiveness goes way down. We need that almost 1 week of doing this to rake the intestines out. Usually most people in good health are going to start getting the good effects and noticing them on day 4. Days 4 through 7 are where you're really cleaning most everything out. So technically, first couple days are just a rapid detox for your body. You're trying to get rid of all the caffeine and stuff that you consume, the meat you eat, the dairy you have, whatever your other things other than what fruit, nut, and vegetable would supply. That's just clean out in the beginning, getting the body to learn to sustain that. Most of us will have a headache by day 2 if you're a caffeine person like me. You like your morning coffee. Most of us have a headache by day 2. We're still in the detox phase. So the actual cleaning starts around day 4 for a healthy person and continues through day 7. So anything less is going to be less than sufficient to do what it needs to do.
Should I continue exercising during this week?
You may for the first part of the week. Just remember, you're not going to have any protein, so real heavy lifting probably isn't going to be as beneficial. That is going to be harder because you're going to be more hungry. So you can still exercise, you can still do some cardio, just you're going to want to maybe back down, a little bit less intensity and definitely less heavy lifting because of the lack of amount of protein. It's very hard to get enough sufficient protein just on vegetables and nuts during that week to sustain a heavy workout phase. So it can be done, but you want to slow it down. This cleanse can be done longer. You do not have to stick to just 7 days. If you wish to continue this after 7 days or you wish to do it for longer, that's not a problem. The cleanse can be done as long as you wish. That really is up to you at that point. I have had people who said, well, okay, I'm not in the best of shape. I'm overweight. I have sluggish metabolism. I have this, I have that. If there are other complications and you wish to do this for 10 days or 2 weeks, that's fine too. So modifications can be made. If there are questions, if you want recipes, if you need to ask me what can I not have, please feel free. Under the video, leave us a comment and just ask whatever you want to ask. I'll be happy to get back to you.